Hey guys, this is Panakwan and today I'm going to talk about a stock which is KTOS. So first of all, to start with this, I posted on X regarding my thinking why KTOS is bound, and you can see on this particular screenshot that I posted on X that KTOS is looking good because it has zero debt and yada yada. But rather than that, before, let me give you the reasoning. So I sold half of my positions last week, trimmed AVGO, CRWV, Mu, COHR, LITE, and rotated a chunk of capital into a defense stock called KTOS. Now you will be calling me insane because these all stocks are really nice and nice to have, but I think this is the most asymmetric trade in the market right now. Why have I changed my thesis? I was very bullish on AI infra. You can see my videos talking about CoreWeave and different other AI stocks. I think Nibius I also covered, Iron also I covered, and those are very good stocks to be honest. But see the situation. We are in a live shooting war with Iran. The US launched major combat operations on February 28th, and every time this happens, the market follows the same playbook. So the very first thing, conflict erupts, broad market sell-off happens, oil surges. The Strait of Hormuz carries around like 20% of the global oil supply, and analysts are already saying that Brent could be around 110. Then that is where the defense stock rips. The aerospace and defense ETF already is 14% up to date, and LMT, which is hitting all-time high, NOC is hitting all-time high, RTX is hitting all-time high. Maybe they dropped a little bit, but here's what everyone misses: the real alpha isn't the legacy primes. It's sometimes the small caps. It's the small caps which is building the next AI warfare tech, autonomous drones, swarm intelligence, counter drone systems. There is where the symmetric returns are, and the spending behind this historic. The I think I gave you all the U.S. defense budget, which was more than 1 trillion for the first time ever, like 13.4% increase over a year. So, NATO allies pledging 5% of the GDP. This isn't right. This is a structural shift, which has been the decade. So, why am I selling the chips now? So, why I'm selling? Because NVDA is already at 30x forward earnings. Every hedge fund on earth owns it. The alpha has been extracted. It's hold, not a buy. AVGO, the custom ASIC rotation from NVIDIA is real. Meta and Google diversifying chip supply. But the thesis is completely consensus now. Priced in, CoreWeave, AVNet, VRT, data center infrastructure is already getting crowded. Everyone's fighting for the same capex dollars. And similarly, Micron and SK Hynix, HBM is real, but the inventory build is getting long. I would rather take profits and re-enter when they are lower. So, Coherent, Luminitum, AOI. I love the India Phosphate Photonics long term, but these names already ran 150% and they are sitting at the peak and at the top multiples of forward revenue that hasn't materialized yet. Every time one of these names are priced in the dreams, I took profit and moved capital to where the next wave of AI spending is going to be. KTOS, why it can be a game changer. So the first thing you have to look around is the Valkyrie program. So the Valkyrie, this is a crown jewel. Like the XQ-58 Valkyrie is an AI-powered autonomous combat drone that flies alongside manned fighter jets. In January, I think KTOS and NOC, they kind of won 231.5 million Marine Corps contract to build this under their own program. So I think this is also would be talked. Yeah. So I think this is what they're talking about, Northrop partnership. So that is one of them. Like they are, you can see that RCAT is also, I have said, because that is also a cheaper drone company. So, and this is more of a complex drone company, which is more expensive. But think about uh, any autonomous jet that can made, that is a bigger drone, right, altogether. So they have like a drone dominance, counter UAVs. Everyone needs no detection system which can track around enemy drones and missiles. Hypersonics, they are sleeper, the sleeper nobody discusses about. I think the Dark Fury vehicles, the Zeus rocket motors, brand new. manufacturing facility in Maryland that they have management already saying that 1 billion plus annual revenue they're going to get by 2028. So the numbers, 12.4 billion pipelines we are talking about, right? Like they have a backlog of 12.4 billion, which is massive. And what they are saying is 14% revenue growth. When they are targeting 14% revenue growth over here, that is also big, because legacy, it's always like 10%. Orders coming in faster, they can never fill them, and that's a beautiful part. Zero debt. Zero debt. KTOS is like huge. Their CEO like Eric DeMarco has been saying a 10% shift from legacy defense procurement to next generation companies create a 25 billion annual opportunity. So that's what they are saying. The market cap is right now 14 billion, but their analysis is going to be 25 billion, which is more than 50% than what they are stating, right? So the Pentagon is actively making the shift, and KTOS is building something that they're asking for. Imagine that these are the new players in the market, competing with NOC and all those top players. They already have been there supporting the US and any kind of defense strategies. So again, like if we talk about the risk is still there. Why? Because the insider has been selling. There were like 46 sales versus just 2 purchases in the 6 months. The president of the company already sold around 2.3 million. I know that this is there, but still the ratio and valuation that we are talking about in terms of Valkyrie, it's still there. And imagine, like, if Iran de-escalates, that is another thing which is gonna pull hard. Execution of KTOS, because what KTOS has prototype already, but they want drones that Pentagon wants. So they are still kind of trying to find out what is the real thing that they should be chasing for. Again, this is not I'm saying go all the way in. Just have 5% of your capital or something to just invest in this. Do not euro on this. RCAT is the one and that I'm more peculiar about, because those are small, cheaper drones that government can buy without even giving a thought, because you already have such a big budget. But again, the big takeaway, if I say from this video, is that the AI spending cycle isn't just a data center story anymore. The marginal dollar of AI spend is increasingly flowing through Pentagon, not just Microsoft, Amazon, and autonomous vehicles by Google, backed Waymo. If autonomous warfare we are talking about, KTOS is a 200 plus stock, and we will look back at the same way people look back at NVDA at 15. Sometimes, like the best chip trade isn't a chip stock. So this is my defense play in terms of advanced and AI warfare. Please comment and like this video and follow me on X for more updates. Thank you so much.